Could you please share your visa interview experience? Like when you went for US visa interview, like which kind of question they asked from you?
It was really amazing experience. I didn't believe myself when I got approved.
Okay.
So here is the thing. So if they give you back your passport, so they usually take your passport before interviewing.
Yeah.
So they take your passport and ask you questions. Then if they give you passport back, that means you're rejected.
Now, time to go to US. So when you reach US, what was your first impression?
It was really actually I all these process that I was saying. I didn't have any relatives. I didn't have any friends. Didn't have anyone that I didn't reach. Even I reached out to some of the Instagram, YouTube, or whoever. I didn't get any replies basically.
Whenever we thought about doing a study abroad, then first country comes in our mind, that is UA, right? So today we are going to talk about how you can do your bachelor or masters from US. We will also talk about what's the visa process, each and every step in this video. So I can guarantee you, after this video you will definitely know what's the entire process to go from India to US as a bachelor or as a master student. So hopefully this video will be very helpful. Please like and share before we start. And today we have a Pandey bhai from Texas. So let's start the video. So thank you so much, Pandey bhai, for coming. And our audience,
Like to join in this amazing podcast. You reached out to me at least 1 or 2 weeks ago, I guess, and I'm so happy to be in the part of this. So it can help for so many people. And yeah, good to see you, Samir, in this podcast.
thank you, bhai. Our audience wants to know about you.
So actually, I recently graduated from University of North Texas in Masters in Economics.
Hmm.
So I'm currently looking for a job. So that's the thing. So I'm originally from Vijayawada, from Andhra Pradesh. So in 2020, I came here. 2020, sorry, in 2022, sorry, 2022 August, I came here for the masters, and yeah, it's been already like 2-3 years since I've been here in US.
Nice. So, Pandey bhai, why you choose US? Like we have a very lot of option like Europe, UK, Australia. Then why you choose US for masters?
That's interesting that US was never been an option. When I thought to go out, I don't want to explore more. I want to improve my exposure to the world. So I thought to go to UK first. Then all of a sudden, I don't know, maybe maybe in my home also they thought, why don't you go to US or something? And my one of my professors said, why don't you go to US? There is more opportunities for you. And I always thought US in that position. I always thought going to UK because for my course for like
Economics, yeah.
it's great in UK.
Yeah. A lot of people prefer, like recommend for economics, just go to UK.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It's suddenly happened to take the decision go to US, and later I watched so many movies. I guess so my interest could to go to US. Yeah, that's a thing.
चलो अब रॉक से मिलते हैं, बहुत देख लिया WWE, वहीं मिलेंगे टेक्सास में. Okay. So there is no any specific reason. Like firstly, you prefer UK because you're from economics background, but suddenly from your professor recommendation, then you decided to go with you, right?
US, and then I developed myself that personal
Huh.
feeling to go US.
Amazing. So by like what's the, like our audience is watching this video and now they thought like, what's the application process, and also please share your visa process as well.
Yeah, people might think it's very difficult process.
Hmm.
Let's make it little step by step so people can understand very easily, right?
Huh.
So yeah, first of all, we have to know what are the requirements that we need to complete for an application process.
Yeah.
So before going to apply for the university, we need to understand the requirements. So for that, usually we have one English proficiency exam. Maybe you can take it TOEFL, IELTS. Recently, Duolingo got very popular, so you can also take that exam. So these are like little expensive. You can't take multiple times, I suppose. So 70,000, 18,000 per exam. I'll say, yeah, it's very expensive. So people normally take once.
It will be valid for 2 years, na?
Yeah, yeah. There are some experience. As of I remember, it's like 2, 3 years. I remember, but this might change. You have to check in internet. And apart from that, some universities require GRE. When we are talking about the masters in any course, for an you have to take GRE. So graduate record examination. I remember. And so if you are okay with if you are completed one of the three from the English proficiency, you don't need to do TOEFL, you don't need to do IELTS and Duolingo. All three, you just have to do one in the above three. So then you come to this graduate record examination GRE. In some universities, they don't ask you. So
like they don't ask any specific numbers or something, yeah?
they don't ask you they require GRE.
Acha.
So if you don't want to do GRE, it's okay. There are some universities that can provide you without GRE admission. They can provide you admission basically. But GRE is very difficult examination. It's not that easy. Maybe we can do very well in maths, but there are like a maths and English basically in simple terms. But maths we can do that mathematics, but English is very hard. So if you are want to go quickly and you don't want to put so much on these writing examinations, I would say just go for searching the universities which doesn't require GRE, and then you can go for that. And yeah, so we done with examinations. So coming to the part of application, in currently it for my part, when I was applying for the universities, it was very difficult for me to know which universities are good and which universities were a better fit for me. So basically, if you guys should follow this kind of strategy, like three universities that are more than your application. For example, you have your resume with you, for example, right? So your marks and your achievements, whatever. So take three universities that are above you. Like
Okay.
there is no way you can get it, but you still want to try. So three universities that you can get it. Okay, if you apply, you can get it. Three universities, like damn sure you will get it. So kind of making this a nine applications, which three universities I will definitely get into that university. So it's like a safe side. You're keeping your application safe side too, so that even if you get rejected for certain universities, but oh, three universities that you will definitely go through.
Got it. Got your point. It's a very good strategy. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't want to end up with getting no applications. You don't always aim for Stanford and MIT. I would say I don't recommend if unless you have very extraordinary profile. Don't go for that. Don't apply. It's just a waste of money. So if you wanna try, you can just give one application or two applications. That's it. Don't apply all 10 applications for the top universities, top Ivy League or whatever. So I would say concentrate on this thing. So currently it's very easy. You give your all your details and ask ChatGPT also
Yeah.
for this is my profile, this is the thing. Can you suggest me some of the good universities?
Yeah.
And you put away with my profile. So when I applying for universities, I personally did some research. I took a notes and write it down all the university that I want to apply. Then I searched in internet and go through the course curriculum, go through every each and everything. It takes industrious job. It takes so much time to get through it and get research. I mean, once, yeah. So that's the thing. Once you will get to application process,
Then after visa process we have, right?
so then you will apply, and once you got approval, so mostly you will get an approval like 1 or 2 months. It depends. Some universities take so much time. So once you go over that, so next thing is before going visa process, there is the financial. So we
Yeah.
have to make sure we are sufficient enough. We have sufficient funds to go to US, whether you have a loan or whether you have the
Personal savings, yeah.
savings or you have assets, your father's income and father your mother's income. So whatever it applies, you have to prepare those documents correctly.
Yeah. So could you please share the number, like if like Indian, like any student thinking to do master, then what amount they should, like thought in our mind?
There is a thing, you don't need to show everything in your paper, but just look at like this. You can show you have this much assets.
Yeah.
You can show your father pay slips. For example, my father gets like 1 lakh salary per month or something.
You can
Like that.
just so.
And also, the most safest option available for you is to have a loan document. For example, if it is 30 lakhs for 2 years, 30 lakh rupees for 2 years. So you can also, I think, with accommodation also, you should consider with accommodation.
Okay, 30 lakhs.
So
We could use 30 lakhs, but
show the loan document, you have 50 lakhs. Maybe 30 lakhs loan or 20 lakhs savings. So you make sure you show them like I have the loan to pay my tuition fee and also my accommodation fee, not just an tuition fee.
okay.
So that's very crucial.
Yeah.
Uh, in this part. So once you are done, if you are have the sufficient funds and you provided with all the documents, you ready to go for applying for visa. If I didn't miss any steps in between, yeah, you can apply for visa. And then I mean it's here is a difficult thing to get a visa slots. So it looks very fast. It's like very flash.
Yeah.
But you should be persistent on that and prepare well for the visa and visa interview. Then prepare well for this all the documents what you have. And yeah, I mean basically you should know what you have. You should know which college you study. You should know which college you're going. And you should know what are the financial documents you have in your hand.
So, yeah. Could you please share your visa interview experience? Like when you went for US visa interview, like which kind of question they asked from you?
It was really amazing experience. I didn't believe myself when I got approved.
Okay.
So here is the thing. So if they give you back your passport, so they usually take your passport before interviewing.
Yeah.
So they take your passport and ask you questions. Then if they give you passport back, that means you're rejected.
Okay.
If they keep your passport,
Hmm.
because they're keeping it with them to stamp. Okay.
Means you select.
If they gave you back, that means you're not selected, you're rejected. If they keep it with them, then your visa is approved. So when my time came for that thing, so they asked me questions, basically which university are going, and I remember they asked me about my GRE score. I think I got around like 310 or something, out of 340. Yes. Yeah, they asked me very basic, simple questions. They're not that much difficult to answer or something. But I prepared very well. I prepared for worst of the worst. If they can anything, if they can ask me like, what would you do if I reject your visa? That's I had an answer in my brain. Okay, I'm ready to challenge. Whatever the question comes in with the brain. So they asked me this financial question definitely. So I answered them, and then I think it's a female. I guess it's
Okay. Okay.
uh, female officer. So this officer, and she said you're approved. And for a second, I don't know what happened. I was like, is it approved or not? I want to ask again. I want to ask again that, so are you sure it's approved or not? So, but I didn't have the thing, and I came from, like, I run out of the building. I went out, and then I checked myself if I have a passport in my pockets or something, because the only thing I remember at the time with the pressure and tension in my brain,
Yeah.
we don't have passport, then
Mm.
yeah, then it's all good. So I checked thoroughly and everything. Okay, passport not found. So that means I'm approved. Then even I think I did my visa interview in Delhi, and usually at my time, people used to say, Delhi have more approval rate than any other city.
Okay.
So I don't know. I like Delhi very much, and at the same time, I wanted to get an interview done in Delhi. And not me, and other people also get surprised, and I kind of feel shocked when I remember one girl walking out of the building and running. Basically, she was running and said, "My visa got approved. My visa got approved." And she suddenly hit something and fell all her papers in the ground.
Uh-huh. Movies.
Yeah,
Mm.
booked. It's like a movie scene. Then I collected and gave her the papers and said, "Yeah, good, good." He even told me, "Why you? My visa got approved." And I was like, "Okay, that's cool." Then I went home and it was happy. So people, we call it like a big day. It's a very big day for an aspirant to kind of go to. Yeah, yeah. Finally, at my case, it was not that much difficult, and I got approved.
Good to hear, Pandey bhai. So, Pandey bhai, like, you booked interview slots by yourself, or you help like any consultancy or something?
No, I didn't hire anyone.
You booked
So
by.
here's the thing, right?
Mm.
There are really good Telegram channels.
Okay.
So they're mm, basically help each other. For example, they will share their visa interview experiences and everything. So if you, I think we can search in Telegram, we can possibly get it. So where there are some visa related, US visa related Telegram groups, there they will share, okay, new slots often or something. So I would say always, we should always keep eye on that when we want to get a plan. You will get it. It's not that much difficult. You don't need to hire someone. It's not, they don't do anything wonders.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't have some NASA internet or something. They basically have it, same internet that we have.
Right.
So better, I would say, if you don't have better internet, just try to get it fixed and apply in laptop, apply in phone, whatever it works. And sometimes even if you got a slot in maybe like you won't expect in 1 or 2 weeks, maybe if we got a slot in after 2 months, just go for it. Then you can reschedule it later. So
Okay.
better do that thing. Don't get, wait for the certain one. Yeah, nice. Whenever get possibly just apply. So basically, in visa interview there are two, right? So biometrics and visa interview. So in between biometrics and visa interview, I have 10 days gap. So normally people don't have that. People book like after 1 day, after 2 days, they get. Definitely, should not be same day, I guess. It should be at least next day. But mine I had like 10 days. But it was okay for me. I had so much fun in Delhi. It was like a last visit to Delhi of before coming to US.
Mm. Nice.
Yeah.
So, Pandey bhai, after like we talk about all the process, like how we can apply application and also visa process. Suppose we have applied, right? We have arranged the funds, we have applied the visa process. Now, time to go to US. So, when you reach US, what was your first impression?
It was really actually like I all these process that I was saying. I didn't have any relatives. I didn't have any friends. Didn't have anyone that even I and I didn't reach. I reached out to some of the Instagram, YouTube, whoever. I didn't get any replies basically. So it was for me a single battle, single man battle, alone battle basically. So I applied my flight tickets by myself in like in not like small phone. It was basically like a around it's like a 8,000 or some rupees. That's a very small phone.
Okay.
I booked myself
Ticket.
and yeah, ticket and everything. And when even if I reach in US, I don't know anyone basically.
Oh my. Hmm.
So I don't know where to go. I don't know where should I stay. I don't know who will pick up me. There should be someone to pick you up
Yeah.
at the start of work. There should be car. You don't know which cab you should book for, where to go, where to stay. This I don't have anything.
Oh my God.
I know for Texas one. See, basically, I landed in Los Angeles. Then I went to Texas. That's a different story that I will explain later. We have like a long time. So basically, my visa got approved in California State University, Los Angeles.
Okay.
So, but I know I want to change to University of North Texas, but I want to change after coming to US, not before coming, because my visa already got approved in California State University. So I cannot, I don't want to change it now before going to US. So I thought, let's go to US, then change to another university. That's easy process.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I came here so I landed in Los Angeles. So I didn't know anyone that I know. Even Texas, I don't know. But in Texas, I fortunately got some temporary accommodation from some WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So, so I know in Texas, I have someone,
Hmm.
someone I can stay.
Yeah.
But in Los Angeles, I don't know anyone. Then I booked in kind of, I think it's called Airbnb. I was group, Airbnb is basically stay. You can stay for 1 or 2 days. So you pay the money. So I landed in Los Angeles and I seen there is a WhatsApp group. And there is some guy. He's actually um he's actually old guy.
Okay.
He actually doing free rides,
Free rides for what?
airport rides.
Ah. Okay.
Basically, from the airport, they will drop you wherever you want.
Hmm. Amazing.
Mm. There is a one. He actually is an old guy, and when I asked him why you're giving me free ride, he told me, when some Americans or some people when they get older, they want to give it back to the community.
Got it.
I mean, due to their religious, maybe I remember he was mentioning about he's into Christianity. Yeah, he's a Christian, so he said, I want to give back to the community after, when
Nice.
because he have the money, he have everything right now. Now he just want to help to the people. He told me he just want to help. He doesn't expect for me anything. So when I landed in Los Angeles, I got Wi-Fi connector. Then I called him. Then he was there. Then he picked me and dropped me at the Airbnb place where I booked in home. But my first impression after coming to US, basically big roads, very big roads.
Yeah.
And very big vehicles.
Good. Everything.
Everything too big. I don't know. Traffic lights too big. Roads are very big, and it was really a great experience. Just a view, that first glimpse of US
Yeah.
was that, and I still remember that glimpse in my brain. Okay, that was the day I was walking out and seeing that big roads and everything. It was really amazing experience. Definitely, when I first time landed, it always gives me such a butterflies in my stomach. Yeah.
Correct. Correct. So, okay. So it was really a great experience, Anna, when we reach, and with great, it will also very challenging because whenever
You are. I think my first day challenge was, since I didn't know anyone from there. Basically, I'm a single person. No, I don't know anyone. I just landed in a foreign land.
Yeah.
So the most difficult part for me at the starting was to understand the signals.
Yeah.
I don't know how to cross the.
Yeah. We need to push.
Basically, I don't know because back in India, we never use signal. We don't use this pedestrian and crosswalks, zebra lines. We don't use that. We cross the road wherever you want. But in America, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I want to buy something to eat. So, but I successfully went to that Airbnb house. Then I put my stuff and I got freshed up. So I want to go out and eat something. So I don't know how to walk, how to do that. Basically, all the big vehicles are coming in a fast, so you don't know when to walk. So there are different signs. I got confused at the first starting time. So then I see, you should not follow homeless people there. Basically, basically I'm saying should not follow how they do it. Homeless people basically cross the road like wherever whenever they want, like, because they don't follow rules or something. They just blindly go and just walk even if they get there. I thought I had no one to so no, if I have someone to follow, I can just follow how they do it, and then I no, if there are someone, then I basically, okay, this guy is walking now. Okay, then I will walk behind him. If I had no one, then I just followed this homeless guy itself. I don't know. Maybe it's a red sign. Still, I crossed the road. It was really shivering moment for me. Okay, man, what should I do now? Should I cross the road or not? Should I wait? So basically, I waited at the point like around like 10-20 minutes just to cross the road because I don't know. So it was that time it was difficult. Then I started making some friend from Spain, from Belgium. So I made some other friends. So from German, I got some really good friends. Then I learned from them what happened. I think it's basically until you meet the people. Yeah, it's difficult to meet the people. They will tell you wherever, whatever the thing. I mean, through this so far my 3 years journey here, it's always the thing like they will teach you. Yeah, correct. They will teach you what to do. Yeah.
So, Pandit, there is one question that comes in my mind. I in India we heard a lot of things like US is not safe for international students. We heard a lot of news. Yeah. So, could you please share your experience?
Basically, I didn't have any bad experiences in US so far. You know, but if that is stopping you to not to come to US, then you should not consider that as a big thing because it happens. There are some cases I know. There are some horrendous cases where Indian students got killed. So I would not say you cannot stop. You cannot stop going out. You cannot stop doing the things you should do. So I mean, it's basically if it is happens, then I don't know. Basically, the better thing is you should not go into any fight, even if they say something. Uh,
Bad or abused them.
they mad at you, they got angry at you, they scold at you. You should better think and just ignore them and leave the place. Not get into any fight that we usually do in back in India. Whenever someone say something, we will usually like, oh, what did you say or something, But here, you better to skip that, ignore that, and move from the place. Even Americans do the same thing sometimes.
Okay.
Even some people in Americans also they just basically ignore the things. So better not to go into any fight that's happening. Even you are right, better not to go into such situations because mostly you should think like this. Some of the people are drug dosed. Basically, they took the drugs. Their mental position,
They're not control. Yeah.
they're not mentally stable. So don't you assume a mentally unstable person think like you. They are mentally unstable. They say whatever, they do whatever you. Better not to get into such kind of things if you come across that thing. Other than that, I would say USA is a very nice place. You have very good people here, and they are warm and welcoming. There are some situations they will stereotype you, saying you guys Indians like this and that. But it's okay. Everyone, we have our own stereotypes too on other countries too.
Yeah.
But for the safety wise, not that much. It happens. I mean, I feel sorry for the people what happened to them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you should not stop yourself. But hearing all these stories that happens in US.
So, like we can say in conclusion, like yeah, it's that true, but for safety purpose, we can just ignore. Right? We
Yeah,
don't go
when we come
these
across
kind
that,
of
we
places.
should ignore
Avoid.
and
Yeah.
possibly.
Hmm.
But if even that, if something happens, it's not in our hands.
Yeah.
leave it to the God. That's it. Should not do anything.
Correct. Okay, so Pandey bhai, let's move to next question. What you feel like you have graduated, right? So,
Hmm.
what's according to you? What's the difference between Indian education system and U.S. education system? Because you did your bachelor from Delhi, right? And you did your
Yeah, yeah,
masters from U.S. So, what you
yeah.
feel?
The interesting thing is the things I learned in masters, or some things I learned in during my masters here,
Hmm.
are more basic than my bachelor's. So
Hmm.
basically saying, I felt my bachelor was so advanced
Acha.
in some cases. So why sorry, why I feel Indian education system fails in this context. We in the mindset of competition every time. So, for example, the bachelor's I did here in Delhi University.
Hmm.
So even for first semester,
Mm-hmm.
the course was difficult
Acha.
in bachelor's in Delhi. And as you going further, like first semester, second semester, it's getting harder and harder and harder. And if you don't understand the basics, you can't go further. And I feel we Indians have education system that's like, it gets harder and harder. They don't think about whether student can understand or not. They always think about, if I make Delhi University a syllabus more harder and harder than any other universities, then people think Delhi University is a very great university. You understand?
Got it. Correct.
It's like,
Getting a point.
it it's like, if we make a NEET exam paper very difficult, then
Uh,
all the world think
it's very
Indian
yeah.
medical system is very great or something.
Yeah, yeah. I got your point.
But it's not true. It's not true. You don't need to jump into that advanced stuff. You don't need to teach them everything. You just teach them basics.
Yeah.
Leave it to them interest. If they want to do masters, they will do masters. Then they will decide if they want to do it or not. But I feel our education system makes difficult by skipping basics, and they go harder and harder in every level. But when I came here for masters, literally, I started masters here with zero, started from zero knowledge
Yeah.
to
Hmm.
advanced level. For example, when I come here for masters, like, right, even though I see I had this break of one to because of the COVID,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't have proper studies. So, and at the same time, I was not interested in bachelor's to study economics that much. When I came here for masters, then I learned step by step, and even my coursework was so easy for me.
Ah.
It is a learning curve. It's like a learning curve, taking slowly to that level.
Hmm.
They will, at the end of the course, you will be like advanced
Hmm.
master student. At the same time, at the start of the course, you will be like so basic.
Very well
And
organized, right?
they will make a smooth transition from basic to advanced.
Hmm.
Whether in India, you always start with an advanced, then
Well,
you go for advanced. Then I have I mean, at
okay.
least at least you should understand. I think in Indian education system, I feel like they make things very harder. They don't want us to teach basics, because if we teach basics to the people, they may think it is not that much great university, I feel. But in America, it's not like that. They will, it's what interesting for me.
Uh-huh.
Normally, we have like differentiation in
Uh,
calculus,
uh-huh.
differentiation, d by dx. Yeah, so that is very basic stuff. Even for the high school students can do that. But even in the masters, he was my professor was basically explaining how to do that
Hmm.
differentiation for only
Oh,
like, for x square,
wow.
divided x square. So how to do that? Even for limits, for only for small basic stuff, he was explaining and taking time to explain, and no one is ashamed to ask any question.
Wow. Best ever.
Everyone is cool. And one more thing, if I wanted to ask any question in US,
Yeah.
I always feel confident to ask. So, one more interesting thing, like, other than the professor, you have TA, teaching assistant. So he will also help you understand the subject. So it's like a student helping you.
Oh, okay.
So that makes us, sometimes we feel like if our friend explains to us, it's
It
very
will
easy
easy,
for
yeah.
us to get it. So TAs are there. They are like, they all have a good knowledge. They have very good understanding and skill. Then explain to you the same course, the professor. So if you don't want to go to the professor, just go to the TA and they will explain.
So, brother, like there is one question in our mind. We thought like
Mm.
we know about the fee and each and everything, but
Mm.
we still thought and we saw on a social media if we do part time, can we repay our tuition fee?
No,
No, it's
not
not true.
really. Not really, but depends on university. But I would say you have to compromise your living expenses for that sometimes.
Compromisation, like.
So I always suggest that have something in your background. At least you have assets or you have a proper income, you have a loan or whatever. Don't think coming here doing part time can bill pay all the bills. But once you can get a job after your masters, then you can repay that. So better,
Yeah.
make
Best
some,
way,
take
yeah.
a loan, take a loan from the bank and keep that.
And I what I believe, I if we think like this, like when we reach there and we started part-time job and like this, so it will be effect to your studies as well. So at the end,
Yeah,
like after your course, you will be not that much knowledgeable as compared to normal students, because you more focused on money, not more focused on study. When you
not
find the
only
job.
it's basically, it's not only affects your study, it also affects the social life.
Hmm.
People I seen who do part times, they are that much into part times that they don't think about that is a US. This is a US. They forget this is a US.
Acha.
They lose the social exposure.
So, could you share like if masters student are doing part-time job, then how much dollar they can make, and hourly allow something?
I have to understand one. We have to make clear of this point that doing part-time jobs only in on campus is legal.
Acha.
Other than that, wherever you do gas station, you do grocery store, whatever, that's illegal. So when I used to do as a TA, teaching assistant. So it was legal. I did
Inside
a
the
legal
campus.
part-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the question again?
Like how many dollars we can make if we do part-time?
Yeah, we can see if it is on campus. There is no limit. You can make how much they want if they willing to pay. So maximum they can pay like $20 per hour, I think. So they don't pay that more than that. I mean, it depends upon the place also. So, but if they're willing to pay higher amount, you can take it. But you have to understand, it's only 20 hours per week you should work. You should not work more than 20 hours per week. But during holidays, they may increase your hours, but hours are limited. But if they're willing to pay more and more money, you can take it. That's not an issue for you.
And
Mm.
thank you so much, Pandey Bhai, for sharing these very useful information to our audience.
Yeah.
Hopefully, guys, you know all the things. If I miss something, you can ask in the comment section, and also I'll mention Pandey Bhai YouTube channel in description and title as well. You can go
Mm.
and watch Pandey Bhai channel as well. He creates a lot of interesting videos related to masters and related to US. Okay, as an international students.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Pandey, for coming.
Thank you, Samir, for such an amazing podcast. I really liked it, and yeah, hope you will do more and more podcasts and see you in a very high position, maybe in a 1 or 2 years doing podcasts with the big people. I guess
Hopefully.
keep doing. I would say YouTube is such thing you have to keep doing and making better contacts every time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. You will become better for
Correct.
sure.
Correct.
Thank you.